Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody this morning? My eyes are blurry, my throat is raw. We had our club meeting last night. I am sorry I did not live stream any of it. It turned out I became the auctioneer, so I couldn't I couldn't handle all those things at once. As a result, my throat is a little scratchy this morning. We had a nice auction. Did I don't know, $300-400. Had easily 100 items in the auction and a great time. About 25 people showed up. So this was their first meeting in 14 months, and we had a little difficulty getting the word out, but we did manage to get a small group started. We have a wonderful location. We're meeting in a Shriner Hall. Excuse me, it's really a clubhouse that a local Shriners group maintains. Very nice facility. Delighted to be there. And we're going to carry on with that. So again, sorry I wasn't able to get videos set up. We'll do it the next time. We're trying to work out bells and whistles. So it'll be once a month, third Thursday of the month. For anyone who's in the area and would like to attend, drop me a note and I will put you on our mailing list. I simply need your email address. So thank you for that. And thank you everyone for coming in. We got a nice group here today. Let me click on over to the YouTube channel and see if we can find there's the live right there on top. The two right there, and we can shut that off. All right. So first, let's see. Let me go to the top here. Or as top as it'll get. Naresh, hello. Hello, Naresh. Glassbox Fox, Patrick, James, Markio 306. Mermaids Chorus, hello, Paul C. Hannah Robinson, David Samsel, Chris Trapp. And Emily Stevenson, Suki Smith, Chevy Fish. The anti-NWO is here. Hey, hey. Dominic, hello, Dominic. Nice to see you. Walrus. Walrus is here. Delighted to see you guys. David Samsel, Chris Trapp, David Skiffick. Oh, who else? Jane Campbell, Vinoksky. Hi, Vinoksky. Michael Long. Hey, Michael Long. Good morning. Cerulia. Hello, Cerulia. Andrew Todd. Hello, hello. And down to the bottom. No, we're still going. All right. Frugal Aquatics. Hello, Frugal. So that's the bottom. Ran through that pretty quickly. Boy, I really got it in the throat today. Wow. I guess that's what it was. I don't know. Gonna a third cup of coffee, I think. I may be doing breaks. Who else is here? Chris Trapp said YouTube promotes a lot of clickbait. Well, there are a couple of problems, and I did want to bring this up because it's germane, especially to you guys who are among the most faithful on these live streams. The live streams are killing my channel. They actually are. I've been doing live stream now every day, at least weekdays, for about a year, over a year, maybe a year and 2 or 3 months, for a good while. And what has happened is my videos have gone from an exposure of thousands to an exposure of a few hundred. YouTube is not promoting my videos. They've virtually stopped promoting them. They're not even sending them out to my subscriber list. I've got 8,000 subscribers. My latest video, which I thought was one of my best, went out initially to 160. In the first 24 hours, it went out to well under 500. It should have been 5,000, should have been 10,000. So my channel is virtually dead in the water. I can't grow. I can't do anything with it. Income has dropped to more than half or less than half. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a break for a week. I'm going to come back and look at the possibility. I want to talk with a few people over on Discord. Look at the possibility of creating a separate channel, which will be a Fish Family Forum channel. That's what it'll be called, Fish Family Forum. I think we need to, I don't know what we need to get to be able to stream a few hundred. Hopefully we can get to that quickly enough. We'll do some promotion. I'll start streaming as soon as it's viable to do it. I will promote it here so you guys can, I'll promote it on this channel. I'm not going to do live streams anymore on this channel because it is killing the channel. I may wind up once a week. I don't know. If I can get the other one going, that'll be better. But next week, there will be no live streams. If things work out while I'm out and about, I may do some impromptu streams in places where I visit. I'm going to be going up to Maryland for the week. I'm leaving Sunday morning early, be back the following Sunday. And I'm going to the Catoctin Zoo, so I may do some spot streams from there. I'll be going over to the Eastern Shore. We'll see. We'll just see. It won't be scheduled. It'll be impromptu. I'll try to give a little bit of notice and I'll try to stay on long enough to give folks a chance to pop in. So there's all of that. That's kind of major stuff. I don't know how many of you are aware of what's happening with Alex, but his channel got a level 1 strike, which means he can no longer post videos or live streams until that gets resolved. I'm not going to go into any of the details on it. If you go over to his channel, into his community section, you can read his long statement about what happened and what he's doing about it. And I recommend you do so. Alex, of course, is welcome here and welcome on our Discord. And we're always delighted to have him with us. He is lying low for a while, which is probably a wise thing for him to be doing at this point in time. Hello, this has got to be Danny. I'm Danny and Ken. Hi, Danny. How are you, sweetheart? Good to see you. Marty 80. Too coolie for Schoolie. Schoolie, sorry. Too coolie for Schoolie. Nice to see you. Cerulia, I think I mentioned Cerulia. Marty 80. Cerulia likes the idea of the Fish Family Forum channel. I think it's a winner. And I think there's some people who would get behind it. We probably can get some other big channels to plug in on it. And if we can kind of use the honor system, we can allow other channels like Alex's to pop in and use it to do streams on their own. I don't know if we can do it. We'll see. We'll try. I know I love doing it. I love these streams. I love them. I really do. They're wonderful. They're great fun. And the interchange, the interplay is just delightful. So it would be sad to not do it. But I can't keep doing it on the channel. I will not have a channel left in fairly short order here. I mean, if I don't turn this thing around, I'm right now where I was a year and a half ago. And I've only been on about 18 months. No longer. A year. Well, yeah, about 18 months. So I'm where I was Christmas a year ago. So I don't want to go back there. So hopefully I can pull it back, pull it out of the depths and be able to get back on. In the meantime, I am also working with a couple of people like Naresh and others to try to get on some other platforms. I think ultimately with the way Google is structuring their platform and providing less and less support for the small producers, and my experience is not unique. I've talked to some other people in the fish farm, and everyone is experiencing more or less the same thing. So I don't know what's going on, whether it's an algorithmic problem or whether it's simply, and it may be that the algorithm really is structured for income derivation. I rather assume it would be. And channels like ours do not produce income to any significant degree at all. So it costs money, I assume, for Google to carry us. Anyway, in spite of the fact they take 30%. Anyway, we are looking at getting on some other platforms. We're currently on, of course, Facebook. This stream is on Facebook. It is also on Twitch. And we're beginning to pick up a few people on Twitch. We've got 5 or 6 so far after 2 or 3 days. We'll see how that goes. But I would like to be able to do streaming on some other platforms. I just can't afford to do it on this channel anymore, sadly. All right, who else is here? Andrew Todd. Hello, Andrew Todd. BitChute. Andy Wolf uses, and the anti-NWO uses BitChute and loves it. Let me make a note so we can look into that. Naresh, you want to look into BitChute? See what we need to do to get on there. Chevy posted a link to Alex's channel. By all means, do go over and read his statement. It's posted under the community button. Frugal is saying on Google 3, said, I will message you on Discord later. Thank you, Frugal. I am looking at doing live streaming on Discord, and Discord is taking off. We've got over 150 people signed up on Discord now, and it's become a very popular site with a lot of activity. We have a number of different channels there. It's something, it takes a little bit to get into it, but once you get in, you get used to it, and it's really pretty simple. And we are going to be able to stream there, so looking forward to doing that on Discord and making Discord a much more substantial platform. One of the nice things about it is we really can make it our own. We can structure it and organize it in whatever way we see fit, and it has a lot of opportunity to be able to post videos, to post pictures, to do live video, live voice. It's really a remarkable platform, one that costs a little money. So we're going to have to try to figure out how to take care of that. But by all, at this point, it's free to anyone. Just come on over and sign up. Get on there. You'll be given a designation right away that will allow you to post videos and pictures and comment. And there are several different sub channels in there that are providing an opportunity for a wider range of conversation. So there's that. Teresa Lovelace. Hello, hello. Against the Flow. Good morning, Against the Flow. Word Dunlop is saying Jewel tank looks like a good quality product. Don't know what he's referring to. Shamai Duncan. Hello, Shamai. Stephen is here. Hello, Stephen. Nice to have you with us. Word Dunlop is asking risks versus benefits of curved glass. Quality matters with glass. Plastic versus glass has its own variables. Too true. The biggest problem with curved glass, the biggest single problem with curved glass is the seals. Because the seals are not typically squared unless the manufacturer is grinding the glass, the edges, to create a perfect seal. Otherwise, they come together on an angle. So they're completely dependent on the effect of the silicone holding the sides of sticking to the wall of the glass rather than the edge of the glass, because the edges are just they're touching just barely. They're touching at an edge, essentially, and it's kind of edge to edge. So that's the single greatest drawback with the boat tanks. The large boat tanks, the big 75s, are no longer manufactured for that reason, I believe, because they were just inveterate leakers, and they're difficult to seal. If it once starts leaking, it's very difficult to get it to seal. They're wonderful tanks. They're beautiful tanks. The 29s are still commonly available. They hold up real well. They're really not a problem. There's not enough water pressure to really create a problem. But the bigger tanks, unless, as I say, the manufacturer files the edges of the glass to make them meet flush, which I don't know any who do. They can do it. It can be done. It's an extra step to do it. If they do, then and they're able to meet flush, then it'll be an absolutely perfect tank. But to date, no one's doing that effectively. And the whole aquarium manufacturing industry has kind of fallen on hard times anyway. I have a local glass company. They were, in fact, my landlords for 10, 12 years, who have, in the last 5 years or so, substantially expanded their operation. They brought in all kinds of major automatic equipment that cuts and files and smooths and does all of these things to the glass. And it's all done automatically. Amazing machinery. But they're able to bevel. They can bevel a glass. They could actually be manufacturing tanks successfully, because they also are able to, what's the word when you heat glass so it doesn't break? Won't come to me. Somebody will know what I'm talking about. Anyway, they're also able to do that. What is that called? Glass that's not that doesn't crack, that shatters. Tempered. Thank you, Andrew. Tempered glass you have to use tempered glass in the bottom of anything over anything 55 or bigger. It's just foolish not to, and it's not an expensive process to do that. Anyway, that company could do it. They don't want to. They're busy doing other things. They install the glass walls in malls and shopping centers. They do glass inserts in glass front buildings. Um, a lot of mega jobs, and they travel all over the country. So they're also taking on bigger contracts. But eventually, who knows? Maybe I'll convince them to start making tanks. They made a tank for me before they had any of that equipment. Excuse me. And it was one of my absolute best tanks. I loved it. It was the 200 with the metal frame, the aluminum metal frame. Wonderful tank. I should also say that their glass is all Starfire glass. They buy their glass by the container load from Egypt, I think. It's somewhere in the Mideast. So it's all Starfire, which is the finest, clearest glass that's made. Against the Flow loves following the Discord. It is great fun. I'm telling you, people, you need to do it. If you're not on Discord, get your butts over there and join in. It is what's delightful about it is the level of communications. It's one to one. You're able to communicate easily, quickly. It's like the chat, only better, because you can post links and pictures and so forth in it. A lot of fun. Marty 80, yes, do please. Against the Flow says he doesn't like curved glass because it distorts the view of the fish. It certainly does. Absolutely. Word Dunlop, make it with an intuitive GUI. Discord feels shiglity piglity to me. I don't know. Perhaps so. We're going to need your help. Do me a favor, Word Dunlap. If you're not there, go over. We will put you on. If anybody, I don't know if Troy is here. Troy, if you're here, put Word Dunlap on the marketing channel so we can get his input on this. That could be helpful. If you want to come over and ask Troy to do that, please, Word Dunlap. That we would be delighted to have your help. Bigfoot Fish Tanks. Good morning. Good morning. Who else is here? I think I got everybody. David Fellows. Hi, David Fellows. The jewel tanks have a surround that holds them together on the curve. Ah, very good. I'm not familiar with the jewel tank, but that would certainly solve a significant issue. And David is having trouble spelling tank, but I think he got it. Jenny Lynn. Hello, Jenny Lynn. Chris Trapp, how do you prefer to cycle new tanks? You know, that's a really interesting and important question. Glad you asked it, Chris. Cycling new tanks. It depends on the purpose for which you are cycling. If you're cycling in order to put fish in the tank, then you do not need to cycle. You can put fish in the tank as soon as the chlorine is gone. What you cannot do is feed any significant amount of food, because that will create ammonia. Now, if you have a deep substrate, heavily planted, You can put some fish in that day 2 and not have to worry about the chlorine because the plants will, I mean the ammonia, because the plants will absorb the ammonia. You do need to worry about chlorine. If you have free chlorine, it'll dissipate out in a matter of 24 hours or less. If it's aerated, it'll be substantially less. If it's chloramine, then you're going to have to take it out chemically. And you need to use enough sodium thiosulfate to break the bond in order to get the chlorine separated from the ammonia. It'll take the chlorine out. The ammonia will then be absorbed by the plants. And you'll be okay. Again, that can occur in 24 hours. The only reason for cycling is to create a nitrate cycle in order to be able to reduce and take care of ammonia. If you have plants in the tank, you've already done it. The ammonia is already dealt with. So you don't have an ammonia problem, which means you can put fish in right away. Again, what you can't do is start feeding heavily right away, because that'll create an ammonia explosion that even the plants won't be able to take care of, and you will wind up with a crash. The reality is that cycling, how can I say this? Cycling is a way for marketing strategists to sell product. It really is meaningless in terms of trying to make it happen in the tank without fish in the tank. Without fish in the tank, it will not cycle. Not easily. With fish in the tank, it'll cycle fully in a matter of days, so long as you don't stress it. And just having fish in there will not stress it. What stresses it is dumping a half a can of food in it. That stresses it because it creates more ammonia than the tank can handle. So if you're not creating ammonia, and if you got plenty of plants in there, it's not even an issue. Not even. Put plants in day 1, put fish in day 2. Now, you're not going to load it up with 100 fish. The 10-gallon tank, 3 or 4 or 5 little tiny fish will be adequate. A week later, you can do that many more. Again, if the plants are doing well by then, which they ought to be, the fish are healthy, you can add a little more in week-long intervals. How do I prefer to cycle new tanks? That's how. I prefer to assume that, well, here, let me say it this way. I cycle tanks with fish. That's how I cycle my tanks. Okay? That's about as clear as I can say it. Shamai Duncan, which sand is best for deep substrate, finer or coarser? Excellent, excellent question. In point of fact, the finer is better. Now, what I recommend for sand is that you do 2 things, and I'm going to add a third one and go back and do it. But let's do 2 things. Excuse me. When you're buying sand, try to buy 2 grades. Try to buy a coarse sand and a fine sand. A fine sand is, for example, concrete sand. Concrete sand is fine. A pool filter sand is coarser. Put 1 3/4 inches to 2 inches of the coarse sand down first, and then half that sand with 1/2 inch to 1 inch of fine sand. 1/2 inch is adequate. So if you'll do that kind of lasagna, to use Pectek's word, lasagna the sand in, do a coarse layer and a finer layer, you'll gain the benefit of both. The finer layer tends to be able to assimilate mold better. Don't ask me why. I haven't got a clue. It also looks nicer. If you're doing black, for example, Tractor Supply sells both grades. You can get a bag each of both grades. They're only $10 and 50 pounds. It's pretty cheap. And then put the coarse on the bottom, on top of the dirt, and then the fine on top of that. Now, I said I was going to add a third step. Here's the third step, and this one will knock you out. This is really cool. We've developed it. I've done it before. I know it works. If you want to grow bedding plants, short or whatever they're called, short-rooted plants like Cuba at the bottom. Yes, word Dunlap. It's fine to use coarse sand. It's also fine to use coarse. It's fine to use fine sand. You can use them both. Anyway, it's he gets me off guard. He does this to me all the time. He did it to me yesterday. He's doing it again today. Honest to God, we're Dunlap. I'm going to need to get you up here. That's what we need to do. We need to get your butt up here so you can show off to everybody up here on live stream. Course or quartz? Right, quartz. Of course it's quartz. Jeez, you didn't think so? Anyway, the additional item I was discussing. Here, let me do this. I'm going to post the link just for the sheer joy of it. Let's see if it comes up. Yes. Right there. And let's pin the message. All right, we now have the LinkedIn. Anybody who's gutsy enough to come up here and try to withstand the withering assault of Father Fishy, more than welcome to do so. Frugal's going to block you, word Dunlap. Let's see. New co-host. Yeah, exactly. He deserves it. He really does. Put him right on the spot. Make him prove his mettle here. Let me give you this third step. This is pretty cool. If you want to be able to grow short-rooted plants, which are virtually impossible to grow in 2 inches of sand, put that coarse sand in. Put a thin layer, a 1/4 inch, or maybe a tiny bit better, of dirt, and then cap that with 1/2 inch of fine sand. The fine sand is going to hold that dirt down. Now, you got to be pretty gentle about this because you don't want to get it stirred up. It'll make a mess in the tank. But if you're careful about it and you don't have anybody that's going to go in there and dig things up, you can then plant the little bedding plants, the Cuba and dwarf hairgrass and whatever else, and it'll be able to get nutrition. So try it. You can do it in a spot, but you have to do it before you put water in the tank. This is all about setting the tank up to begin with. So there's that. We're Dunlap. I have no bad intent. My brain doesn't work as fast as my mind. That's curious. Of course it doesn't. We're Dunlap. And we know you don't have bad intent. We know you have no ill intent at all. We're perfectly clear about that. And you are an absolute delight, and we love having you here. You're just a deliberate distraction, which is usually a lot of fun. Naresh is saying, what do you think about keeping angelfish non-heated? Yeah, absolutely. No problem. Listen, guys, I'm going to have a problem here. I've got a 80-year-old bowels, and I'm about to have a problem. I'll be back in a minute. Hang in there, please. Whoosh. Oh, well, I guess I'll have a reprieve here. Oh, dear. The third step. We did the third step. Boy. Whew. This is not working real well. Yeah, they would, wouldn't they? Oh, man. I'm having trouble here. Need to go again. Sorry. Well, this is becoming an embarrassment. Ruby's Rescue. Hello, hello. Jay Gregory. Hello, Jay. Nice to see you. We're going to turn you blue, Jay. A blue jay. Frugal, Shaman. Huh. Yeah, it doesn't feel funny. I'll tell you, Shamai. Feels miserable. It's embarrassing. Somebody else embarrassed themselves similarly on YouTube not long ago, and it has been hell to pay. David Fellows, hello, David. Who else? Annie Wall. What are we talking about? Frugal is saying don't stress. Thank you, Frugal. I appreciate it. It is a pain. One more thing I wanted to mention is that I am going to Aquashella. And I've got a few friends who are going to be there as well. Some of you guys are planning to be there. I'm going to be hanging out with you. I'm going as Father Fish. I'm going to have bumper stickers and pictures and mugs and whatever else with me. I've got a little suitcase on wheels that I'm going to drag around. I could not get in the YouTube room because it's full, but I'm going to be out and about. And I will be holding court. I anticipate getting a little group around and doing impromptu lectures. So it should be a lot of fun. I want to make as much noise and be as obnoxious and obtrusive as possible to the point of being thrown out. I defy them to throw me out, but it'll be fun. And it'll be good to see you, Fisher Fever. Yes, it's going to be fun to be there. Really looking forward to it. I'm getting in Friday, late afternoon. So I'll be there Friday in the evening. I'll be hanging out in the lobby probably. So if any of you are there the day before, and then should be able to get in, hopefully, in the morning at 10:30 when it opens. I'm going to try to get in earlier, so I'll be there, but I don't know that they will allow me to do that because I don't have an exhibitor pass, which YouTubers with over 2,000 views are supposed to be able to get. But because of COVID rules, they have limited the number of people in the YouTube room, and it's full. And it's not likely to open up to the point where it'll make room for more people to get in there. So we're just going to have to play it by ear and see what happens. Rohan, Father Fish was awake all yesterday waiting for the auction. I was. Actually, I raced to get over there. It was fun, though. I really enjoyed it. I love doing auctioning. I've never done it before. One time before. It's my second time. And it went pretty well. It was fairly smooth. Didn't mess up anything. Only forgot one bid, which I was able to get back, so didn't lose it. And I would like to develop the auctioneer's pattern. I cannot do it on any level, but I'm going to work on it because I think it'd be fun. I think if we can do that at fish auctions, it'll just add a whole level of enjoyment to the auction. So we'll see. So Rohan is talking to Naresh about angels. If it gets down much below 60, then you may need a heater. Now, here in Florida, the farmers keep their angels out in the dirt ponds year round. They're out there all winter long, but what they will do is cover the pond with a sheet of plastic that's elevated above the water level. It's not laying on the water. It's got braces that hold it up. May only be a foot above the water, but it's above it. And it's a big sheet of plastic that they tie down on both ends of both banks of the pond. And then are able to lift one end to get in there to feed fish and whatnot. But that provides enough insulation to be able to hold the temperature stable. The other issue, of course, is that there are two. Number one, it's a large enough body of water that the temperature does not change quickly. It changes very slowly. And number two, it is deep in the ground. These are dug ponds, which means the water that's in them is at the level of the water table, wherever the water table is. So that when they dig the ponds, they dig them down to the clay level. There's a strata of clay that's about 18 inches deep on average. They dig down to the top of that clay that clay level because that's where the surface water is sitting. It's sitting right on that clay and it's coursing across the clay. So by opening that out, by taking the dirt out, you're exposing the water table, which may be 2 feet deep, it may be 6, 8, 10 feet deep. Depends on how much rain there is. But it won't get below typically 2 feet or so. There have been times when the water table is dried out in cases of extreme drought, but that's very unusual. Anyway, that's what they do, and so because it's deep enough in the ground, the water temperature is being maintained by the temperature of the earth, which is pretty stable in itself. It's in the high 60s here in Florida, 68, 70. So that maintains a higher water temperature year-round through the winter. So it works in warmer climates pretty effectively. Jay Gregory, 30 minutes away. What's 30 minutes away? Oh, Zanesville is 30 minutes away. All right. Andrew and David, and these are people, they're all talking about how close they are to each other. Suki's in Central Ohio. Okay. What else? Chevy Fish is posting a bunch of stuff. Guppy grass galore. My LFS told me they get angels from local pond owners. Absolutely. And they're beautiful fish. Fish that are raised outside under natural sunlight have better color than fish that are raised in tanks under artificial light. Sunlight provides just a walled lake. Walled lake. Oh, is that where you live, Guppy Grass? Walled I don't know. I'm not following. That's any of this. Teresa, I'm totally lost. Tawaz. And then Mary Page. Hi, Mary Page. Mary Page just got plugged in. Hello, hello. And she's saying hello to everybody. And Chevy Fish is posting more links. And here we go. So, what do we talk about now? Lord. Curious about what's going to happen. Isabella. Hi, Isabella. At Aquashella. This will be a new experience for me. I have never attended a fish conference or one of these big fish meets. I've been to some larger kind of regional affairs, but never a major national affair. So I'm excited and interesting about that. Rohan wants to know, oh, this is good. This is rich. Here we go. How often do you siphon your outdoor tubs? The ones that are buried in the ground, I never siphon. I mean, I could, because I could drop a hose in the creek. That would be below the water level. I don't siphon that. And because they're outdoors, I kind of depend on the rain. I depend on the natural weather cycle to refresh the water. Once I fill them up, I don't do anything more to them permanently, pretty much. I mean, if I would run into a problem where it was obvious that that the water needed to be changed, I'd simply stick a hose in it and and let it run at a trickle for a day or two. Yeah, looking forward to it, Mary Page. We'll see how amazing it is. I'm excited about going. Chris Trapp. Hello, Chris. Right. I know some people never change their tubs. I don't. I never do water changes in my tubs. And David Fellow is agreeing with Natesh that it would be great to see Chevy's fish room. And yes, it absolutely would. And we're going to have to climb a few Himalayan mountains to make that happen. This will not be an easy task. And you just don't begin to know how tough and resilient Chevy Fish is. This is one tough dude, tough chick, if you will. She's very firm. Once she makes her mind up to something, nothing much changes it. She's a very hard-minded woman, a very strong-minded woman, and she doesn't want to do this. I just think we need to wear her down, that's all. She doesn't want to come on live, and that's fine. But boy, I'd love to see her tanks. And to hear her talk about them. That would be even more fun. We'll get her. One of these days. We'll get her. We'll get her. What else is going on here? Right. Too many people on Everest, Chris says. And Mary Page now has hashtag Chevy's Fish Room. There we go. Hashtag Chevy's Fish Room. Jane Campbell. She says, Chevy, I'm camera shy too. So they're all on her now. We're all on her. She gonna leave. She will get upset about this. Don't push too hard, guys. We don't want to get her upset. Where Dunlap says, I doubt you'll get her. I agree with you, Where Dunlap. I doubt it too. It'll take a lot more than that. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, we do love you, Chevy. We all love you. Absolutely. What else? What else is going on here? We got half an hour to blow, guys. Let's make it count. This could be the last one for a while, maybe a good while. Don't know. So, now, if you will come over to Discord, we will continue this madness indefinitely 24/7. It's going on all the time. We have people in Europe and Asia, India, the Himalayas, the Philippines, all over Europe, all over wherever, Indonesia, who are on all night long. There's as lively a conversation going on my time, 3 in the morning, as there is 3 in the afternoon. So it really is continuous. If you haven't done it, you need to. You're going to love it. Against the Flow says, I uploaded some goofy fish videos. Try to ingratiate himself here. Gene Campbell. Some of us are just better chatters. Chevy Fish, I'm just not a tuber. Like to help people. And she does. And we all really appreciate everything that she does. But boy, I'd like to see her tanks. The thing is, I didn't take my phlegm pill this morning. I got phlegm in my throat every morning from the night, and I have to clear it out in the morning. And you've heard the coughing, so that's all it is. Anyway, fish bath video. No, Rohan, I have not seen LRB's fish bath video to prevent parasites. I will go look at that. What I was going to say is, one of the reasons I'm excited about not just Chevy's tanks, but anyone's tanks, and it's why having people up here showing off their tanks is particularly enjoyable to me, is because I learned so much just by looking at tanks, because I'm able to see, as anyone who's done tanks for a while knows, just the tiny little variables, the little things that some people do to make the tank special, to make it unique, and to make it increasingly productive. And I love being able to see new fish rooms for that very reason, because I gain insights and understanding into how I can improve my hobby and improve my fish keeping by just looking at what other people do. And when I can get them talking about it, wow, so much the better. That just makes it really exciting and valuable. All right. Let's see. What else? Mary Page talking about Andrew, the aquarium library, doing aquaponics. Oh, Suki is saying she grew lettuce above her shabunkins and enjoyed it. That would be great fun, wouldn't it? Chevy Fish, Word Dunlop saying, Chevy Fish is like Rusty Shackelford. She likes her privacy. And Chevy says, 100%. You just don't know. That's right. That's absolutely the key. It's a very private person who puts herself out there for our benefit in spite of that. So she's really extending herself doing what she's doing. And at the same time is a master fish keeper. The clubs that she belongs to are richly rewarded by her presence, and she belongs to several in the Chicago area. All right. Boy, everybody's on Chevy now. Pocket sand. Cerulean, pocket sand. Cerulean, what are you talking about? Pocket sand. What do you mean by this? Gene Campbell, so are you not live streaming after today? I was doing dishes and didn't hear you completely. Well, Emily Stevens, Introverts Unite, Chevy Fish. Gene, I'm leaving town Sunday to go to Maryland to visit family and friends. And I'm not going to be able to take a computer with me or even a laptop, so or a tablet. So I'm just going to have my phone, and I don't think I'm going to be able to successfully stream. So I'm not going to try to do the morning streams. That's one thing. The other thing is that it's become obvious to the point of smack me in the face that the live streams are completely destroying my channel. YouTube does not promote live stream on any level in any way at all. And the promotion for my videos has gone from thousands of reaches to a few hundred at best. So I'm not getting looks. I posted a video, the one on Rams, 2 days ago. Under normal circumstances, that would have had 3,000 to 4,000 hits at least by now in the first 36 hours. It has had less than 500. So my channel is effectively dead. And if I don't do something about it, which includes not doing live streaming, I'm not going to have a channel anymore. So what I'm offering and suggesting is two things. Number one, we can do live streaming on Discord. So we're going to do that and see how that works out. It's somewhat limited in numbers, but we don't have huge numbers here anyway. So that probably will work out fine. The other thing is we're going to look at the possibility of creating a new channel entitled Fish Family Forum, and see if we can't get that to a level where we can be doing live streaming on that channel. And that'll be a dedicated streaming channel. So that's what we have in mind. But yes, today will be the last stream for a week, and I'm not planning to continue streaming after that in this format. I will on Discord, and as soon as we can get a new channel up, we'll do that as well. So that's where we're at. I need to figure out how I can do a linked channel. There is a way to do that. I don't know how to do it. If somebody can help me with that, I would like to do a linked channel. Yes, start a second channel. That's the idea, Chris. Chevy Fish says not an invert, it's private. Right. Cerulean, always carry pocket sand just in case. I love it. Well, Rusty Dale always carries pocket sand just in case. Can I show my pond and fish for a little, Rohan? Absolutely, Rohan. We'd be delighted. Come right on up. Let's do that. Word Dunlap. I'll be leaving also. I will return the second Thursday of the next month with an R in it. The next month with an R in it. June, July, August, September. Second Thursday in September. Have a great summer, Word Dunlap. We will miss you. Try to plug in on Discord at least if you can. Be fun to have you. Rohan, hello, hello. There
Hello,
he is.
Father.
Hi, how are you? Good to see
Yeah,
you.
I'm good. Yeah. So it's dark outside. This is my pond.
Oh, how
Can you see?
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, look at that.
So I've got two filters here. I've turned it on.
What do you have in it,
Just zebra Daniels, glow Daniels,
Danny? Ah, pearls. Nice.
glow
Oh, that's
Daniels.
great.
Yeah,
Pearl Danny. Right.
glow Daniels.
Oh, gold Danny. Okay.
Glow, GLO.
Go.
The green Daniels here.
Oh, glow. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's a good deal because they're a little hard to get. Are you breeding them?
There, I got them 3 months back. So hopefully I will breed them.
Yeah, get a lot of plants in there, and you'll be
So
able to get babies because they
I've,
scatter. Their
yeah.
eggs are adhesive. The eggs will stick to plants, and
Mm,
you'll have babies in there pretty quick. That's nice. I like it.
mm. Then I have this plant. I don't know what it is.
Hold it up out of the water more. Take it out of the water. Looks like
Yeah.
guppy grass. What do you think, guys? Can't tell.
And these ones. Like,
Yeah, it's acting like a guppy grass. Is it local? Did you get it locally from a stream or a pond?
it came along with my order.
Oh, it came with
Uh,
your order.
I-
Oh, I see.
yeah.
Okay. Huh.
This one. I have some anubias
Maybe,
as well.
yeah, maybe guppy grass. Very nice, Rohan. How are you doing, by the way? Haven't talked
Yeah,
to you.
I'm
Good.
good. I'm good. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Just hold on.
Nice to hear from you. Rohan is in the Himalayas. He's in a village in the foothills of the Himalayas. So coming to us from halfway around the world. Oh, look at
This
this.
is my planted
Oh,
tank.
I love it. I remember this tank.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that. Oh, it's great. It really likes those plants like that tank, don't they?
Yeah. This is my Java moss. It's completely piercing into it.
Oh, really? Oh, great.
The roots are going into the moss.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Great looking,
Um,
great looking tank. I love it.
this is my main tetra tank.
What are you
Can you
gonna
see?
do there? Yeah.
No, these
Oh,
are my,
what's that? About black skirt Tetris.
yeah, black.
A whole bunch of black skirts. Look at that. Mercy.
Just hold on.
Andrew Todd, bye. Take care. Talk to you again soon. Come on over to Discord, Andrew. Yeah, that's a great tank, isn't it, Andrew Wolf?
I'm finding. Yeah.
This is a guy with MTS, multi
Yeah.
tank syndrome. Got all those tanks. Black skirt tetras.
Yeah.
Great little tank fish. Love them.
And it's my outdoor tubs. It's so dark. Can you see them?
Yes. Oh,
They have
he's
four tubs.
tubs. Oh, look
Yeah,
at that.
one is Daniels. This one
Okay.
has Mollies, and the big one is
Uh-huh.
fried, and the last one there are platies in
Well,
it.
good for
That's
you.
all I have.
That's wonderful, Rohan. You,
Yeah.
that's wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Father.
Happy to see you.
Yeah, happy to talk to you.
Thank you. Bye
Okay,
bye.
bye. Bye.
Okay. Thank you, Rohan. On my 80th birthday, we were bringing lots of people up. Rohan uh, made a little birthday cake and put a candle on it all the way over in the Himalayas and blew it out for my birthday. That was delightful. Never forget that. Thank you, Rohan, very, very much. Nice to see you. All right, where are we? How we doing here? Ruby's Rescue wants a pool pond. Ponds are wonderful. Anything you can do outdoors just takes on a whole different character than an aquarium. It's a completely different kind of experience. If you have not done any kind of tub, you need the tub. You will thoroughly enjoy it. All right, I'm scrolling back here. David Fellows, send out invites. The only way I can do an invite is to um, put the live stream up uh, days ahead, so it'll come up. That's one of the problems with YouTube. There's really no way to do that. There's no way I can reach out and send a message to my own subscribers. I can't do it. It's completely up to the algorithm as to what gets out and where it goes. If the algorithm wants to send what I do to my subscribers, it will, but it doesn't. Of 8,000 subscribers, of which 6,000 have clicked the all button, maybe right now 100 or 200 actually get notices of my new videos. So it's become a virtually unproductive platform. And again, that's not just me. That's happening across the board in the fish fed. I've heard it from big guys and little guys. Even the big guys are having the same problem. It's algorithmic, and it probably has to do with the fish channel because that category has some unique designations. For one thing, it's not a big category, relatively speaking. It's a small category. So I don't know. I really think that the fish fam needs to find a better home. I really do. I think YouTube is not a good home, not a good fit for us for a whole host of reasons. The primary of which is we can't talk to each other. You know, I hear stories all the time about people who discover a group of fish tubers that have no contact with anyone they know, and there may be thousands in that group. And that's true all over. There are pockets of YouTubers all over the world that have no contact at all with each other. And that's wrong. That's just not right. We need to have a way to reach each other. And YouTube does not give us the means to do that. It's not there. It can't be done. It's up to structures and systems that we have no control over whatsoever. So again, I firmly believe that the fish fam needs a new home, a home that is much more amenable to its interests, needs, and direction. Let's see what else. Mary Page, Miss Catfish. Catfish is here. Hi, Catfish. Good to see you. Shad Rednauer. Where'd that go? I've got My betta that has maybe a girl infection, a betta that has an infection, like a white color but not mucus, looking very lethargic. Chad, let me suggest to you that you link into Discord. Come over to Discord. There is a channel in Discord called Fish Emergencies, and Stephen the biologist hangs out there. So it'll be an opportunity for you to talk to a vet. That sounds like a fairly involved problem. I strongly recommend you get on Discord, come over, list your item on the Fish Emergency channel. You'll see it. It's easy to find. And Stephen and some other people will be able to help you with that. Not being able to see it, there's nothing I can do to really help you. And this nubble, I'm about 1 month into my first deep soil tank and loving it. My plants are growing fast, especially the floaters. Started with about 3 hitchhikers, now have 300. Well, good luck with that, Miss Nubble. Let's give you a wrench here. Turn you blue, Ms. Nubble. Thank you for coming in. Nice to see you. Apart from hair algae as well. If you can get nearite snails are really effective with hair algae. Ruby's Rescue is saying heat may not be good for tub fish. I don't know what she's referring to. Typically, you do not need to put a heater in a tub. Now, if you're in a cold climate and you want to leave your tub out during the winter, by all means, put a heater in it. You might also consider wrapping it in styrofoam. You can cut a styrofoam box and glue it to the sides and then put some kind of lid on it. You can do a glass or a plastic, clear plastic top, something that'll essentially hold heat in, and put a heater in it. Set it at about 80 and it should hold things warm enough. It'll create a warm pocket too, which your fish in really cold water will appreciate. It may get too cold for you to be able to get away with it, but there are some ways you can make the effort. NWO Fish is talking to Ms. Nubble. I'm the same. Incredible, isn't it? Hair algae. Oh, okay. Thanks for sharing your knowledge. Thank you, Ms. Nubble, very much. Chris is saying the fish channel is dragged down by shock clickbaiters. Yeah, and other problems, true enough. But I think there's something else going on. I think there's something algorithmic going on. I think Google is making changes that are not helpful for the fish fab, for this particular pets and whatever it's called. Chris Redner, veteran, has a white-looking skin on his gills, acting lethargic. What can I do? I've got it in quarantine. With Benefit Skin Tree, put a little salt in, about 1/4 of a teaspoon per gallon of salt. That'll slow it down. Keep the water clean. Do not feed. Don't put any food in there at all. The Benefit Skin, I don't know what that is. It's probably worthless. Probably nothing more than salt. Again, get over on Discord. If you need treatment, we'll be able to find the right treatment for you. We need to be able to see the fish. You'll be able to post a picture of the fish there. Do that. It will be invaluable for you. Rohan says the live stream keeps me motivated to be more creative and further the hobby. Yeah, I understand exactly what you're saying, Rohan. And I frankly feel the same way. I love doing this, but I can't do it if I want to have a channel. It's literally destroying my channel. So, but I'll find a way to do it. If we can get a new channel going, that'll be just a stream channel. We'll do that, and by all means, we're going to work on trying to get some new platforms. Discord is one. There are others. Anyone who can help with that. Isabella's saying she likes Rumble. Tribe Rumble couldn't figure it out. We'll go at it again. I know Rumble's. I posted some stuff on Rumble that never showed up. I couldn't figure out how to get it up once I posted it. So just lack of understanding of how to use it. Maybe you could help us with that, Isabella. Again, those of you who want to be helpful, come over to Discord. We're in chat over there about it. We're in conversation. Help us with that, please. What temperature is betta water? Oh, is the betta water, Chad? Chevy's asking what 80. Not bad. You might, I don't know if he wants to warm it or not. It could make it worse if he's got a bacterial infection. Ruby says on Rumble and have used it a while. I posted a couple of things to Rumble and they disappeared. I couldn't find them again. And they never got any views. So maybe they never got posted. I don't know. Keep the water changed in that betta tank, Chad. Isabella said you couldn't get into Discord. There is a link under the community button on my home page. Let's see if we can post it. I don't have it. Here, let me get to it. Somebody post that, please. Go to the community page on my home page and copy the link and post that, please. Now, some people have had trouble getting on. We'll help you get on. There's an invite that expires in 7 days. Click on that one. Thank you, Chris. There's another link for Discord. If you have trouble, say something. We'll work with you and get you on it. If you have it loaded and you're having trouble getting on, you may need to unload it and just go in through the link and let it reload. That's been a problem for some people. All right, what else? All right, so I'll be on Discord over the weekend. I'll be there through next week, just on my phone. If I have a chance to do impromptu streaming, I will. I'll try to do it for a half an hour minimum, so it'll be long enough for people to get on and jump in and comment. I'm not at all clear that I'm going to be able to respond to chat because I'm not sure I'll be able to read it well enough. But in any case, I'll make the effort to do that. Naresh is here. What does Naresh want to tell us? Naresh, are you there? He's showing us his fish tank. Hey, Naresh.
Yes, Alex.
How are you? Good to see you, Naresh.
Hello, Alex. I am
How's
fine.
you?
How are you?
You're showing us your tank.
Yes. This is my beta. Right.
Oh, look at that. Oh, his bowl. He's got a bowl. What are they?
Fry. Beta fry my ducks here.
Little duckweed on the
Guppies.
top. Guppies?
Yes.
Ruby's Rescue said her that she loaded Discord and it works. Great.
My goldfish tank is here.
Yeah, I have Discord on my phone as an app. That's a nice big tank, Naresh.
Thank you.
Goldfish.
And you,
Fancy goldfish. Look at that. Straight in goldfish. Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
okay. Bye.
Bye bye. Thank you, Naresh. Very nice.
Okay. Bye.
All right. Chevy Fix just sent it to my webpage. It is currently not operational. I need to. One of the things I need to do is get J Dog to bring it back up. I need to have a consultation with J Dog. Try to get it back on and see if we can't be using it. There's a lot we could do there. Oh, Misfit, finally. Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you, Naresh, very much. All right. So, also, I will be attending, as I mentioned earlier, Aquashella. We'll have a few friends there. I've been in touch with a couple of people who are planning to meet me there. And we're going to hang out in the hallways, looking for people to say hello to. I'm going to take a bunch of stickers and scrapers and whatnot, so we'll have some merch. We're going to do impromptu hallway lectures. We're going to have a lot of fun. So if you can make it to Aquashella, by all means, look up Father Fish. We'll be around. It'll be nice to see you all. Anybody who's able to make it. Chris Strapp will have a saltwater tank on the 30th. Bravo! Bravo! I will, but I don't know when. I've got to get a saltwater tank. I just don't know when I'm going to do it and how. I haven't figured it out yet. Will I film it as I'm able to, Isabella? Well, we should be able to do some. I've got somebody to hold the camera, so I think so. JBV, are you late? Yes, you're late. But I'm glad to see you. Anyway, David Fellows, sorry, all flights canceled. Oh dear, how sad. What are you talking about? If flights are canceled, I won't make it to Maryland. Misfit's not been able to make it the last couple of years. This will be my first, so I'm really looking forward to it. From California, Texafornia. I moved the sirens, Rohan. They were getting in trouble in there. They were being picked on. I had a big one, a big female, was picking on the males, and then the raw spots that were created, the Africans decided they liked it too, so they made it work. So I have moved them. I've got them in a little tank down here. I lost one. The others are in there, and I've got the big one in here, and they're all hiding. I can't see any of them right now, but I'm down to 3. So still got them. They're still in there. We'll try to get an extension on this for Discord, so we can show. What am I doing? All right. So, guys, been fun doing this for a year and a half. We're going to keep it up. We'll just find a better format to be able to do it. So, hang in there. We'll be back. Come on over to Discord to get your daily fix of chat and postings and whatnot. Are my tanks all plumbed together? No, they're not. These are all separate. Enjoy your week away seeing family. Thank you very much. Do you think bettas prefer shallow water? Absolutely. Mr. Pisces. Posted a video of my guppy eating a piece of vegetation too big, so I pulled it out of its mouth. You never know. You never know. You know, it's possible it got stuck in there and he couldn't get rid of it. It's unusual to see a fish do that unless it's something they really want. And they just run away carrying it, trying to hide it, keep it from anybody else. That happens sometimes. But it could have been stuck. You may well have done the right thing. Not likely you heard it. Thank you, Rohan. Rubies, what are some small fish that work in tubs? Any of the tetras, any of the native fish from the area where the tub is located. Nearly all of the tropicals. Very little won't. Some of the northern natives will not handle it, like the Tennessee darters and the like. Jane, thank you. Love you. Until next time, Chris. Yes, indeed. Let's see if we get the tune back up here. I think we can do this. Let's play this one more time. And this will kind of keep us in the